Hi everyone. So today was cleaning day and I went through a 16-quart container of cane and I found a bunch of old kaleidoscope canes and stuff that I've made in the past that I will probably make into jewelry or something later on this week. But I have all these just regular canes that were made and never put into anything. So I pulled them all out and I thought, alright, how about just make one kaleidoscope cane with all of them in there. So I'm not sure how well they're going to mesh. And so I'm going to go ahead and reduce these to smaller sizes. And then I'll come back and this is just a video to show what you can do with all those scrap canes that you've made that have been storing up for years. So I will be back. Oops. Alrighty, so we're back. That took a little longer than I expected, but again, that clay was really, really old, so it had to wake up. So I took a couple elements out. This was one. And I think I had a leaf right here. I didn't really like the way it kind of mixed with those colors. I may use it, I may not. So let's get a little bit clean here and line all these guys up. So this is probably my hardest part and probably everybody else's hardest part is trying to figure out where you want to put them all. I mean, I could just bunch them all up and say, go for it. This, I love this. And I don't know, for some reason, I'm thinking this would look good just on its own on the bottom. Because if I start putting, I don't know, if I start putting pieces around it, I think it's going to take away from that element. So I think I'm going to leave this on the bottom. I could be wrong on that. And then maybe, oh, these are really small. There we go. We got two big ones. I'm going to put two like that. Okay. And now we just kind of build up. So we'll put some, I'm going to put some blues in here. And I have like this little flower cane right here. We found some leaf. I don't know where those came from or what project I was working on with those. Well, we're just playing, right? Who knows? It's all going to be probably taken out and put around again. So right now we're just kind of figuring it all out. I got some of these too. So this I think was the inside of a flower at one time and I never finished it. I don't know if I want to put any more of these in here. I'm not really sure if I like these. But I got to get rid of them. And it's only clay, so let me just see what would happen if I took those out and put these in its place. Maybe stick these. I've got smaller ones. So I can do two smaller ones like that. See, this was that other flower, and that's just, yeah, it's just too busy. This was that other leaf, too busy. So if I'm lucky, I'll have two more of these. Okay, this is kind of interesting. And I have a couple of these. Put one in there. Okay, we lost our triangle. So I need something to fill these in right here. And of course I only have one of those. Is that going to be too bright to throw that in there? Let's see if I have anything else that I can use. This was off another flower cane, but that's just way too dark. So I will use that with the flower cane. Too bad I didn't have one more of those. I could. Yeah, I'm a person that is very symmetrical. I have a really hard time doing anything asymmetrical. I have just a little piece of this purple. Alright, so we're gonna try and get this to go all the way down. Maybe we'll thin the other one a little bit. And this, I think we're going to try and flatten this one down. Because I have that. So if I went 1.5, saying that's not going to be big enough either. I'm just going to do one piece just to see if I even like it. Oh, it's pretty bright. So it's either going to be that or that. Maybe a splashy yellow would help. You know what? We're going to go for the splashy yellow. What the heck? It'll give it a little pop, maybe. So we're going to try and get this to about 1.5 inches. I still got plastic wrap around it. Alright, so we're just going to cut that about right there. Okay, so there it is. So now the fun part is going to be reducing all of this. You know, I still have this. Should I put a piece right there next to that, or just leave it alone? Alright, we're gonna leave it alone. Wow. This is interesting. So that's what it looks like. And let's go ahead and put it together. So, of course, I'm going to pause because you really don't want to watch me reduce all of this. So, I'm going to go ahead and either speed this up or pause it. And we're going to try and get this at least 6 inches. So, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I'm glad that I paused that because you would have heard a lot of huffing and puffing. That was tough. I don't know how people can do this every single day because that was really tough. So we have one. I want to see how far. I'm trying to get 6 inches. I don't know if I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might have to go just a little longer. And then we're just going to cut this in 3 inches. And I'll probably make one either a kaleidoscope cane, leave it alone. And then the other one, make it into a square cane. So, let's see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to go a little more. Boy, and you can tell that this is old cane, and all of the clay in the middle is just really hard. So I'm pretty sure I didn't get a whole lot of movement. especially right here. It's just really hard. Alright, so I don't know where my good blade is. This seems to be doing the trick. Alright, so now we're going to cut it cut it at 3 inches. And there we go. So that's what we're probably going to do with one of them. And make that into a square. It's kind of interesting. And then this one, I will probably leave that alone and reduce it, and then you could do all kinds of stuff with that one. So that side, I'm going to put away. This side, I'm going to make into a square cane. So I'm going to go, actually I can probably do it now. Cut it at 1.5. Okay, and then we just got to figure out where we want to butt the end. So, wow, that's a really pretty cane. So that's what the other side's going to look like. But when we make a square, we have to take the bottom, we have to take the flat. It's the only way we can put it together. Because if you do it like that, I guess not. You could try and get a square out of that, but usually you have to butt it up. Okay, so that side matches. Oops. Okay, well, this one, it doesn't go all the way. I didn't cut it far enough, but that's okay. We'll just make sure I cut that side off. So you kind of go back and forth here. Also lay it like that, and if it's higher on that way, you bring it forward. Higher on that way, you just bring it back, and you just press it until you get that square. Okay, so now with this, we're going to get it to 4 equal parts. So I'll go ahead and pause it one more time. So I can get this to at least, maybe 6 to 8 inches. So I'll be right back again. Okay, so we've got this one to about 7 inches. We only really needed 6, but we're going to have to cut off stuff on the end anyways. So right now I'm just kind of square everything up, because this is where I struggle on my canes, is getting it all to line up. I should just make what I made earlier and just leave it at that, and then cut them out individually, because I'm really bad at that. But so we're going to cut that about right there. Still got a little bit more we can go. Okay, so we have 1.5. 1.5. Oop, hopefully that wasn't too short. And kind of really bright. Okay, well, again, this is where I struggle the most. So now it's just figuring out, what do I want to do with it? So I can do the little red one right there. Okay. So we can do it like that. It isn't too bad. We can turn it around And I can do the yellow like this. I don't like that one. I think I like that one better. Okay, so now let's just make sure that they're all nice and lined up perfectly. And I know one side's gonna be off, and that's okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the best one of these. Did I like it like that with the flower in the middle? And that flower is really pretty. I just don't like it going around like that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So that would go, ooh, that was the bad one. But I guess that's okay. Yeah, that was the bad side. Might just have a little bit of cutting to do. Okay, now this is different. And that's the problem. Alright, so we're just going to line it up. And it's not matching because I didn't cut the sides as well as I should have. But a couple of slices and that should get rid of that. So we're going to go ahead and reduce this just a little bit. So where are we at? 1.5 inches. We're going to go to 3 inches. And that will make me happy. And hopefully, once we get there, this will all even out. This is the worst part for me, is lining everything up. I'm not really good at getting that perfect cane at the end. And I keep saying practice, 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 but I got tired of wasting clay, which is why I'm pulling all the clay out of my stuff now and just using that before I even attempt to open up any new clay. Especially with the clay shortage going on, which said no one ever. I'm really shocked about that. Hopefully things will start getting better now. So, I pull that. Took a little longer to go. So when I pull my cane, I pull as well. Pull the middle, and then I just try and get the ends to match up. I do turn them around and pull it again. I'm going to try going to 4 inches and then cutting off 1/2 inch on each side. And I'm hoping that lines it up. So we are almost there. I got a little more wasted clay than I wanted. I got a lot of wasted clay now. And another thing I struggle, I know everybody makes Nastasha beads, but mine look so ugly, and then I don't know what to do with them after I make them. It's like, okay, so now that I've got a really nice one, what do I do with it? So I'm gonna have to watch some videos or something and and see what I can do with them. Cut that about right there, maybe. Okay, so we got 1, 2, about 3.5. So we'll cut it about right there, should be center, and then we use the right side of the knife, and there we go. So again, as you can see, that side's got a little bit more blue, but this one doesn't seem as prominent as the other one. But I think it'll still make a nice cane. We'll see what we can do with it. This we're just going to leave alone so we don't mess up. So this I'll probably make a kaleidoscope, make it into 6 parts. And that way I can get a bunch of designs on this. I will go ahead and pause one more time, and I'm going to reduce this to about, it's about 1.5 inches, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And we'll see some of the designs we can get out of it. And then that'll be it. So I'll be right back again. Alrighty, so we finished. That didn't take too long. And now we're just gonna cut about we'll cut about 6 strips. And then we'll play with them. Probably can go a little thicker than I just did. A lot thicker than I just did, but I'm impatient. I just want to see how these turned out. Yeah, I'm not really happy with this knife. So we'll just kind of see what we can get out of this. Okay, so we could either go, okay, that's weird. Yeah, I probably should have went a little thicker. Yeah, I should have went really thicker, but I'm just playing right now, so it'll look better when I actually cut it the way it should, because this is really thin and it's not allowing me to cut it up at all. And that would go like that. Okay, so we're gonna do the way the pros do it. Their cuts, everything are so perfect. Mine are always so wonky. Yeah, my next one, we will make sure that we've got it nice and perfect before we even attempt that. Because see, those could be brought in. So basically, that's one way. It might be a little thin to do it the other way. So you know what? We're going to use my little market, if I can find it. Sorry for that noise. And I think on this one, we're going to go... That just seems so thick. But we're going to try it thicker. That might help me in my cutting process as well. 2, 3, 4, and 6. Okay, so this will be a little bit easier to play with. There we go. So we're going to try that again. Try and get these guys butted up a little bit better. So that ends up making the flower in the center. Okay. And then on the other end would be I'm not sure how this would work. So I'm not sure how people do this. But anyways, that's the cane. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll have to figure out how to assemble it because I really suck at this. But I hope you liked it. And if you have old cane, just go ahead and throw them all together and make something beautiful out of them. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.